This video will cover satisfactory academic progress, an important requirement for students to understand when they're receiving federal aid. We're going to cover the basic requirements for satisfactory academic progress, or SAP at EMU, how students can calculate their own SAP, what students should do if they fail to meet SAP requirements. So satisfactory academic progress is a set of requirements related to a student's GPA, completion rate, and the maximum credits they can take to complete a degree. These requirements must all be met in order for a student to be eligible to receive federal student aid. In case you don't know, federal student aid is loans, grants, scholarships, anything that students would require a FAFSA to receive. The undergraduate requirements for SAP are maintaining a 2.0 cumulative GPA, completing and passing 67% of all attempted credit hours, and completing your program of study within 150% of the average required credit hours for that program. SAP requirements for graduate students are a little bit higher. They have to maintain a 3.0 GPA, complete and pass 67% of all attempted credit hours, as well as complete their program of study within 150% of the average required credits for that program. Students will need to monitor their SAP throughout the semester, especially if they feel like they are in danger of not meeting SAP requirements. Your GPA can be found under the Student tab at my.emich.edu. Students will go to the Student tab, Student Services, and Final Grades. Please ensure that you're looking at the cumulative GPA because that is what matters. Semester to semester GPA is important, but your cumulative GPA is what is looked at to determine SAP. Then they will need to look at their attempted credit hours. This can also be found on the same page. So you're going to again look at your cumulative credit hours and you're going to divide the earned hours by the attempted hours. This will give you your percentage that you have earned and will let you know if you are maintaining SAP. If you are above that 67%, you're maintaining your SAP requirements. The last thing students are going to need to check is their max time of program length. They can check that with their academic advisor, faculty advisor, or on some of the department pages for their major and minor or program of study. You're going to take that average time that students complete your program in, and you're going to multiply it by 1.5 to figure out how many credit hours you can attempt. What if you have a bad semester? It happens. Before you become discouraged or give up, you have to take the time to contact the financial aid office. They're here to help. Here's their website, financial_aid@emich.edu. You can write an email letting them know you're concerned about your SAP, or you've received a warning that you are not meeting SAP, or you've received a cancellation. Explain your situation to them and request a meeting or a time to talk over the phone or on a video chat, and have them help explain to you what you need to do to get back on track. If you do have a bad semester and you don't meet SAP, you're going to get a warning. You'll receive that at your eMich email account. Students can receive aid for 1 semester while working to meet SAP requirements. If you make it through that semester and you're still not meeting SAP requirements, students will go into cancellation. Again, you will receive an email to your eMich email account, but you have the opportunity to appeal. You will only have about a week to file your appeal, so once you receive that notification of cancellation, students need to start moving quickly. If you want to appeal a SAP cancellation, you're going to look for the application for a financial aid appeal, which can be found at the financial aid website, www.emich.edu/finaid. You're going to look for the forms link. It should be right to the right side of the page. The forms link will take you to a list of different forms. It's under General Forms. You can click on that link. On that cover page will be a list of things that you're going to need to start working on to file your appeal. This is separate from an academic appeal, which also may be required and must be filed separately. A SAP appeal should not be taken lightly. The consequences of an appeal denial could be the loss of all student loans and grants. It's important that you remember a few pieces of information when you're completing your SAP appeal. Students should treat this as a formal piece of writing, using correct spelling and grammar, complete sentences, a formal tone and language, and ensuring your appeal and documentation are complete are all very important. Additional documentation that students should include is a personal statement explaining what happened, a letter of recommendation from a professor or supervisor, and a plan of action students are taking to improve their performance. This could be seeing a tutor, taking less credit hours, retaking a class, or reaching out to staff at the ASP office for help. Students who are approved for an appeal will most likely be put on an academic plan. This varies student to student, but in general, it will ask for a 100% completion rate of all credits taken and a C or better in each class, which is passing all of your credit hours taken. These academic plans will be determined along with a financial aid advisor. Please remember, we're here to help. Contact financial_aid@emich.edu with any questions about the appeal process. If you need help with your academic action plan, see an academic advisor, your faculty advisor, or a staff member at Academic Success Partnerships. Please remember there is a short window to appeal, so take action immediately. Thank you. If you have any additional questions regarding SAP, please check the EMU Office of Financial Aid homepage at www.emich.edu/finaid, or you can contact us at financial_aid@emich.edu.